You rockin' with Book Jamz. Grab your friends and your brother and sisters, cousins, all of the above. It's time for us to read this jam. Yeah, go on an adventure. It's more than some words and pretty little pictures. Learn a couple lessons, get some knowledge in your brain, and you have a little fun in this thing with Book Jamz. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, everyone.
How is everybody doing? Welcome to the Book Jamz podcast, episode 5, baby.
I'm Novi.
I am Blaze. Hunter?
And welcome to the 5th episode of our Book Jamz podcast.
That's right. And today we're going to be covering one of my favorite books called Frenzy.
Yes. First, I would like to say I hope everyone had a very fun and safe 4th of July. Speaking of 4th of July, how was yours?
Mine was crazy. So I kind of had like 2 4th of Julys in one. So did 4th of July on the actual day with friends of ours here in South Florida, which was fun. And then a whole nother 4th of July party with a separate friend of mine. One of my best friends from like all the way back in middle school. Like they are like in the country. They got like a farm and cows and stuff.
Wow.
So it was just a totally different group of people. Definitely, but fireworks still crazy. So yeah. Two great nights, great food, beautiful.
Good. That's nice.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Yes.
So what I would like to do is, before we get started too, is send a prayer to all the people in Texas that are dealing with these floods. It's crazy. A friend of mine wrote me and was saying, "Oh my God, there's water coming through the windows," and da 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 da. I'm like, "What is she talking about?" And just turned on the news and saw that Texas is just going through it. So prayers to everyone in Texas that's dealing with that.
Okay. July is Mental Health Awareness Month, which is why we want to introduce our ebook called Frenzy. Frenzy brings awareness to a mental health disorder known as ADHD, which stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder.
That's a condition characterized by a combination of persistent challenges that can significantly impact your daily life. These challenges often include difficulty paying attention, making it hard for individuals to stay focused on tasks or just following through on instructions. You know what I'm saying? So in addition, hyperactivity can lead to like constant movement, restlessness, or an inability to sit still, especially in situations where it's expected. So impulse behavior is like also common, which may result in hasty decisions, interrupting others, or acting without thinking. Like together, these symptoms can affect the person's performance at school, work, and even just social things.
Right, and our ebook is about a girl named Frenzy who has ADHD. The story takes us on her journey on how she navigates through some of her challenges of having ADHD, and I think it goes into a really good description of it. So. Yeah,
and I like how Mom Che, shout out to the author Keisha Powell, which is our beautiful mother.
Yes.
But I love that she chose Frenzy as the name because it's fitting for her character, especially considering the meaning of the word. Like frenzy means a period of uncontrolled excitement or wild behavior. So this perfectly mirrors one of the key behavioral traits that's associated with ADHD. Individuals with ADHD can sometimes experience, bursts of hyperactivity and impulsivity that may seem wild or unrestrained to others, reflecting what the very essence is of frenzy. So with that being the name, it captures, her energy, the intensity that she might display, but also is like it nods to like the challenges that come with managing this type of behavior, making it powerful and a symbolic choice. So shout out to, Mom Dukes for, the amazing title, Frenzy.
Yes, and I really love this book because like we have people in our family who have been like diagnosed with ADHD, and I like how this book like goes through everything the child went through, because a child who has ADHD, it can be a lot, not just for the kid, but for other people around them, because it's like they're all trying to, I guess, adjust to it. Yeah. And so I'm glad that the story talks about how Frenzy has her parents and like a strong support system with her to help her get through her journey. So yeah, I've noticed that with my nephew. He has ADHD, and I want to say, like, I think we do really good with trying to help him out, and help him stay under control with the things that have been going on. Like Frenzy touches on, he goes through sudden bursts of energy, and we're there to help him get through that. And it doesn't even have to be in a negative way. Like, we find positive ways to help him control, anything he goes through with the ADHD. So yeah, I'm really glad we had this book to go over that, and hopefully that can help people too.
Yeah, and we have a sibling that has traits of ADHD, and from the outside looking in, he just seems like a regular kid with a lot of energy,
Right.
And to most people, nothing seems out the ordinary, but our mom, like, she noticed something deeper going on. She realized the way that she raised, like, the rest of us wouldn't work the same as it does for him. So, it was crazy how she had to adjust, learn how to navigate his unique needs. And it was important to her that he never felt different or less than, even though his brain worked different from ours. And at the time, what's crazy is that she really didn't know what ADHD was. So, it was a tough and confusing period, and she took the time to educate herself, and that made all the difference in the world, so she supported him, helped him grow through it. And that's pretty much what the book is about. So we'd like to take a break right now. This is the Book Jamz podcast. You guys know what it is. Y'all go ahead and check it out. Extra, extra, read all about it. We got big news, Book Jammers. Book Jamz full access yearly subscription is here. Let's go. For only $19.99 a year, Book Jammers can have full access to all Book Jamz ebooks. It's simple. Subscribe for $19.99. Get the special password, enter password on the subscription page, and enjoy all ebooks all year long. Subscribe today and enjoy the ride with your favorite Book Jam ebooks like Katie Eats a Lot, Mellow on the Delo, Milestones, and a whole lot more. Log on to mybookjams.com. Yes, welcome back to the Book Jamz podcast. Make sure you guys log in to mybookjams.com. You can get all of our books, access to them for only $19.99 for the entire year. So make sure you go check that out.
Yes, and now that we're back, I would love for us to dive into the behaviors caused by ADHD. And one I would like to start with inattention, which is making careless mistakes, having trouble staying focused on tasks or activities, not appearing to listen when spoken to directly, struggling to follow instructions or finish tasks, having difficulty with organization and time management, avoiding or disliking tasks that require sustained mental effort, losing things frequently, being easily distracted, and forgetfulness in daily activities.
Yes, and I would like to point out hyperactivity and impulsive behaviors. Fidgeting or squirming, having difficulty staying seated, running, climbing, or feeling restless when it's inappropriate, being constantly on the go, difficulty engaging in quiet activities, talking excessively, blurting out answers or interrupting others, struggling to wait their turn, making impulsive decisions, or engaging in risk-taking behavior.
Yes, and in the story, Frenzy touches on some of the challenges she has in school, like not being able to focus in class, so she talks to her friend instead, and her inability to be organized, which called for a teacher-parent meeting.
Yeah, I remember there was a time when, my younger brother's behavior at school got so out of control, that, mom would, get phone calls to come pick him up early. And it wasn't just once or twice. It started happening more often. Some days, he'd get suspended or just sent home and had to do his schoolwork from home just to keep from falling behind. And as his big brother, I saw how hard it was on mom. She was trying to figure out what was going on because none of us had ever acted like this growing up, like I mentioned. She knew something wasn't right. but she also didn't want him to feel like he was different or bad. I remember one day after she picked him up from school, she just asked him, "What's going on with you?" He told her, "It feels like a million things are going on in my head at once, like my brain is going to explode." That moment changed everything. That's when she decided to take him to see a doctor, and then after some evaluations, they diagnosed him with ADHD. Now, back then, like I said, she didn't really know much about ADHD, and honestly, most of us didn't. The only treatment the doctors really talked about was medication. So she decided to try it, and thankfully, the medicine helped. He started regaining focus. He had more control over his actions. Over time, he learned that there are many different approaches to treating ADHD. Some parents choose medication, while others focus on things like sports, structure, or even therapy. So watching all of this as his big brother, I learned there's not a one size fits all type answer for ADHD. So what really matters is that a parent supports their child in a way that's best for them. So whatever helps them feel understood, supported, able to succeed.
Yeah. And in the story, Frenzy's parents are very involved and supportive of her. She does go to the doctor to stay educated about ADHD. Her parents keep her life balanced by making sure when she's feeling overstimulated that she goes outside and exhausts that energy. They also help her understand that there is a time for quiet and to do things that do not require a lot of energy. They also have her work on breathing exercises to help her stay calm when she's preparing for bedtime, and they have rules that she needs to follow. So I think that this is also a great approach for a child with ADHD, especially if you're not going to take the medicine approach, because without the medicine, the parents do have to be committed to making sure that they stay on top of things so that their child doesn't suffer with grades, their social life, or at home.
So we are going to take one more break. So you guys stay tuned. This is the Book Jamz podcast. Let's check it out. Welcome back to the Book Jamz podcast. Right now, we are covering our ebook Frenzy, and I want to talk about some of the different approaches of ADHD.
Types of ADHD medications. Stimulants. These medications, such as methylphenidate and amphetamine, increase levels of dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain, which can help improve focus and attention. Non-stimulants. Medications like atomoxetine work differently by affecting neurotransmitters like norepinephrine. These are often used as an alternative for individuals who don't tolerate stimulants well or who have certain other medical conditions. Antidepressants. Certain antidepressants such as bupropion can also be used to treat ADHD, especially when there are coexisting conditions like depression or anxiety.
2. Psychosocial interventions. Behavioral therapy. This therapy helps individuals develop strategies for managing behaviors, improving social skills, and structuring their environment to minimize distractions. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, helps individuals identify and change negative thought patterns and behaviors that contribute to ADHD symptoms, focusing on improving executive function and emotional regulation. ADHD coaching. ADHD coaches help individuals develop organizational skills, time management strategies, and goal-setting techniques. Mindfulness-based therapies. Mindfulness practices can improve focus, reduce impulsivity, and help individuals manage emotional dysregulation. Support groups, connecting with others who have ADHD, can provide a sense of community, support, and shared experiences. 3. Lifestyle adjustments. Exercise, regular physical activity can improve focus, reduce hyperactivity, and improve mood. Nutrition, a balanced diet and avoiding certain food additives or allergens may help some individuals manage their symptoms. Sleep hygiene, establishing a regular sleep schedule and creating a relaxing bedtime routine can improve sleep quality, which is important for managing ADHD symptoms. Organizational strategies, using tools like calendars, checklists, and planners can help individuals stay organized and manage tasks effectively. Mindfulness practices. Mindfulness can help individuals become more aware of their thoughts and feelings, which can help them manage impulsivity and improve focus.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our 5th episode of the podcast.
Yes, we appreciate you guys so much. And make sure that you go and you check out mybookjams.com. You check out the ebook Frenzy. And make sure y'all check out the song, which the song was performed by my beautiful sister, Novi.
Yes.
So we're going to give you guys a sneak peek of the song. You guys check it out. And we're out of here. Peace.
I feel so happy, angry, lonely, crappy, hyperactive, not impulsive, anxious, wired, friendly, snappy, feeling ways I'm not supposed to. Man, I just have so many different feelings all of the time. I feel so happy, angry, lonely, crappy, hyperactive, not impulsive, anxious, wired, friendly, snappy, feeling ways I'm not supposed to. Man, I just have so many different feelings all of the time. You need to calm down, frenzy. 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 I feel so happy, angry, lonely, crappy, hyperactive, not impulsive, anxious, wired, friendly, snappy, feeling ways I'm not supposed to. Man, I just have so many different feelings all of the time. You need to calm down, frenzy.
If you'd like to learn more about ADHD or access additional support and resources, I encourage you to visit CHADD. That's Children and Adults with Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. You can find them online at chadd.org. They offer evidence-based information, support groups, and resources for individuals, families, and professionals navigating ADHD.